Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Gyle here, and welcome back to the Forged Alliance Forever promotional series. Custom 1v1 for you guys this afternoon, and it's not just any old 1v1, it's featuring the two brains. And if you're unlucky enough not to know about the brains, they are the reigning Rise of the Immortals Trophy champions. A recent tournament, well, I say recent, and when I say recent, I mean not recent at all. Seems like an age ago now. But they beat Luzon and Sola in the grand final in fine fashion to become reigning champs. And it's especially nice to see Fart playing again because he's been missing forever, and we missed you. Socom has been all the poorer for your absence, buddy. So welcome back. And I'm confused because you always said you don't play Washi. You play with your friend, not against him. But I guess as an introductory game, it's not too bad to practice a little bit with Washi. He's going to be gentle with, well, I say I've been doing some training with Washi. He's been anything but gentle, but well, he probably was being gentle, but anyway, on to today's game. It's going to take place on Blasted Rock. The gloves are off, the giant mechanical booties are on. So let's head on over to the game zones as these fellas are gating in as we speak. We don't want to miss a thing. Blasted Rock needs little or no introduction, of course, but our players do, because they're very special. Down here at the bottom left, in electric blue, going Aeon, it's Washi opening first and second land. And up here at the top right, in fecal brown, it's Brainfart, and he's going Cybran. Interesting, opening first, second, and third land. And Cybran, of course, real hit with the, I was going to say with the ladies. Definitely not a hit with the ladies. Very few things in Sopcom are, but a real hit with the pros. At the moment, it's not that they're overpowered, generally considered to be pretty well balanced. It's just that every other race is underpowered, apparently. No, seriously, they're not too bad, and UEF looking quite strong as well for NG mod and all that kind of thing. But it's generally thought of, I think, that Aeon and Sarah may need a little bit of a late game boost, or certainly Sarah needs a late game boost, I think personally, but that is down to opinion. Anyway, in comes a flare from Washi, going to stick to the top hand edge here, trying to get this engineer, but he's going to run straight into a Mantis that rolls off the production line. Nice little bit of micro there from Washi, but doesn't manage to keep that alive. That Mantis is going to pick up that kill and keep that NG safe, and that epic Q order that he's got. Lots of individual clicks on replaying there. Get over there, build mechs, and then A move, start reclaiming free will wise. But anyway, that Mantis and that Mole heading west on this map now for Brainfart. Going to try a little bit of a counter push, and there is a spirit here, so Washi will be aware of the impending doom that's coming in the form of that Mantis. And nice decision. He's going to be anticipating there's going to be an engineer here. Washi is moving that engineer away to the top and is pursuing in with an Aurora. But now that Brainfart has seen the construction half done on that mechs, he's going to know there's an engineer in here somewhere. The question is, can he find it and kill it? I think he's going to be able to. Spots the engineer. Engineer's coming around, tries to get a little bit of reclaim on. That Mantis still sitting on 139 HP. Needs to get in here, try and put some fire on this. Aurora not going to manage it. Decides to take the Spirit instead. Aurora happy as Larry. 100 hit points. He's going to head on out of there without any real trouble whatsoever. Both players bang on 11 mass per tick at the moment, so expanding at exactly the same rate as well you would expect for players at this level, being only 3 minutes into the game. Washi moving east with his ACU. Of course, that is a feature, as we know very well, of Blasted Rock. The ACUs tend to move around in a circular fashion and threaten their opponent's bases. Now a little bit of an engagement here between a couple of Mantis and a couple of Auroras. I think it's going to go slightly better for the Mantis. Of course, those Auroras are tin foil close up, and the reinforcing Aurora comes in at just the right time to finish off that last Mantis, keeping that other Aurora alive. How are we doing on production? Still just the core 3 factories in place for Brainfart, but we do have 4 operational in Washi's base, and even some build capacity on some of those to help spam out those Auroras. I find it so difficult to fight with Aeon at T1. Those Auroras, that micro, it takes a real level of ability, I think, to make it work. Personally, that's why I like UEF and move and forget. But another engineer caught napping down here at the bottom. Nice kill there for Fart. Probably going to be able to snag this mechs as well. Absolutely nothing in the immediate area is going to get in there in time to save it. There are some Auroras coming down now from Washi's base. Going to take them a minute to get there. Wants to make sure he finishes off that mechs though before he moves away. That's probably a pretty poor decision right there. That mechs still online, 48 hit points. What a shame. Very interesting maneuver that. I'd like to know what Fart's thinking was there. But now Brainfart moving in with his ACU and helping a few Mantis there to pick up some of those Aurora kills. And we're already seeing T2 tech on the field for Brainfart up here at the factory HQ. And I've just realized I've forgotten to place the NG mod in the title on the splash screen for this video, but you'll forgive me, you always do. You'll point it out, but you will forgive me. But Washi also making the transition though to T2 tech, nice and early. And look at the new graphics for the HQ buildings for Aeon. Doesn't that look sexual? Yes, it does. I will accept no other suggestions. Otherwise, Oblivion turret going down at the front. Therefore, Washi going to help stall the advance from Brainfart's ACU. Very dangerous, very far forward with quite a few Mantis and some hoplites in the mix as well. Going to afford him some nice range. Brainfart can get in and assassinate some of these engineers. It could really hurt Washi, but I'm more concerned about this push now from Washi. That was a nice maneuver. Wants to keep all of this busy and buy enough time for that Oblivion turret to get online, and now it is. Fart's going to have to be X amount more careful, but a lot of TT units massing over on this side now for Brainfart as well. 27 mass per tick to 25 in favor of Brainfart, so Brainfart doing ever so slightly better on eco for the moment than Washi. Mantis diving south, going to head straight into an engineer at the bottom, and seemingly Fart's getting the slightly better deal in the engineer snagging game. I think that's what's bagging him the advantage in mass. It now seems to be around what looks like 33 mass, 34 mass to 19. That can't be right. I suppose he has just lost 4 mexes, so that is really quite painful for Washi, who's now coming in with his ACU. He's got to be careful. He's going to take a lot of damage facing off against these hoplites, and he doesn't have access to overcharge yet, so he needs to be a little bit careful. Wants to probably think about getting that energy storage up and running over here. Blasted Rock, of course, is the ultimate map for your ACU training. Really is. It's similar to Ambush Pass, I think, in that respect. Crucial ACU micro involved in it, and that one Mantis still alive in the bottom, and those 2 Auroras when they go searching for it either probably doesn't know it's there. I would imagine so anyway. Now we're seeing some Obsidians coming into the mix, and I think they've just been adjusted. Correct me if I'm wrong, guys. They should have excellent AoE damage now. Not 100% sure, but I'll see if we can see the effect on it when they attack the hoplites. Can't see it. They might not have been implemented yet. It might just be in a test patch. But down those hoplites go. They're still incredible T2 units nonetheless. My favorite tank in the game. Look at that. Very, very sexual indeed. Said that twice today. I'm not feeling especially sexual, in case that's what you're wondering. Brainfart on the move though, backing up slightly in the face of what is basically just T1. He's got a autogun here in place that will, I guess, stop the advance of any of these troops that are making their way across, making their way northeast from Washi's base. Definitely wants to protect the mass he's got going up here, and there's still a significant deficit between these two. 39 mass plays 19 mass. So that is quite a large deficit. Washi needs to get some engineers down here to snag these mass points. But look how low Washi is on HP. He must have snagged quite a few extra shots than I realized from those hoplites. That was very nearly the end of him. And I wonder if Washi knows at how much of a deficit he's running. He must be aware of it, because he doesn't have these mass points down here. He needs to get one unit down here as well to kill this very strategically placed Mantis here from Fart's camping out just between the lower mass points. And Fart doing a nice job with those Vipers as well, ranging these Oblivion turrets, taking them down with those mobile missile launchers. hoping to open up this area of the field, allow his commander room to move in and start harassing the main base. But now we've got an Asylum T2 mobile shield gen to protect Washi, and he really does need it. Just 1800 hit points on that commander, virtually nothing. Does he have access to overcharge yet? Yes, he does. So significantly more of a threat to that blob of T2 units than he was before. Unfortunately, he doesn't have that many Obsidians in the area. He's got 4 back here he could do with moving those forwards. Now 5. They are such exciting units. Do love them. But forward comes an NG. Finally going to start picking up these mexes, but Fart's been upgrading at his base, I believe. It's 43 mass to 25. No, 43 mass to 30 or so. Washi having some power issues for the moment. And that T2 land factory is in the process of being upgraded to T3. It's nailing Fart's power pretty hard. He's rather low on power. He's building as many T1P gens as he can at the moment to compensate. But Washi taking an awful lot of fire. Lovely rank of veterancy there with a beautiful overcharge. Saves his bacon. He went down to around 800 hit points there. But he needs to be careful. That Asylum has barely 100 hit points left on it. Now the shield's collapsed. Next volley coming in, going to collide with the commander. 2000 HP. In come the Obsidians to relieve the pressure a little bit. They're just going to start swatting those hoplites. You've got to love those units, man. So much celebrity juice. You've got to love it. In they come, one by one, and now suddenly Brainfart's base is open to major harassment, and Brainfart's going to have to withdraw his ACU, and you can see a field coming off him there. That is the personal stealth gen. So Washi, even if he's got scouts in the area, won't see that coming in. Needs to be careful. Just 2,600 HP on the clock for Washi's ACU, but in come the Obsidians into the main base. He needs to start doing some damage as quickly as possible because there are loyalists on the field now. That transition to T3 tech, that HQ has been completed, and Washi needs to overcharge that hoplite. There it goes, snags the loyalist as well with it. One hoplite left on the field, but Brainfart's ACU is now in the picture. Quick overcharge takes down the Asylum shield. Another loyalist on the field, but many more Obsidians coming in as well to alleviate the pressure. Brainfart comes in, zaps them with his commander. Nice overcharge coming in as well from Washi's com, who has significantly increased his vet level. It's got him up to around 6,000 HP, but it's now a one-on-one com battle. Needs to be very careful indeed, needs to pull out as best he can. He's got some reinforcing Obsidians there in the picture, ready to come in. Brainfart not going to overcommit, doesn't want to throw this away, knows Washi very well indeed, and just how dangerous he is at every stage in this game. Very little happening over on the left-hand side. Still turtle breaking going on with those Vipers and Hoplites. But now more loyalists in the picture once again. And Washi has to commit. He has to cause as much damage here as possible. He knows he's going to lose the game. He's been behind far too long. And Washi down to 5,000 hit points once again. Has to keep on the move, keep avoiding the rocket bots, fire as best he can. And now Brainfart needs to be careful. Lots of Auroras coming in, Obsidians coming in. Washi moving forward with his com as well. Brainfart down to just 4,700 HP. And Washi pushing forward. But more loyalists coming in, hitting him in the rear with fire. Needs to back up, needs to overcharge these 3 units, but he's very low indeed, down to 1,500. Beautiful rank of veterancy, keeps him alive. Once again, back up to 6,000 hit points. But those forward units that were stationed up there on the left-hand side of the map for Fart have been brought back, and he's in trouble once again. 2,600, 2,500. Backing up still. Is he going to get out again? I can't believe it if he does. Some very nice overcharging indeed. 1,900 hit points, and Washi is still alive. I can't believe it. And he's not only managed to stay alive on this side of the map with facing T3 bots, he's also forced Brainfart to withdraw the troops that have been harassing him on the northwestern edge of this map. But he's being incredibly gutsy, and now he needs to be careful. He's walking straight into more T3 bots, but a beautiful overcharge once again keeps them alive. Down to 500, 300 hit points. Oh my god. Medusa Fire coming in as well. He needs to be so careful now. Doesn't want to take unnecessary shots. But there are bricks on the field. He's got to overcharge that ASAP. Just a couple of volleys will be enough for that brick to take him down. It primaries Washy, and down he goes. Just 16 minutes of play, but my goodness. How much excitement can you pack into quarter of an hour? I do not know, but the brains will be able to tell you. Woo! Well done, and welcome back, Brainfart. Lovely to see you play, my friend. Lovely indeed, and thank you very much, Washy, for putting that one on the forums. Hope you enjoyed that, guys. I certainly did. As always, more to come from me in the future. In the meantime, stay well and stay safe. This is Gyle, signing out.